Valentine's Day. The truth behind the celebration. Valentine's Day is one of the biggest festivals in the world. On this single day, billions of dollars are spent worldwide on chocolates, flowers, and cards. However, there is a major debate about whether this day should be celebrated or not. But the real question is, where did Valentine's Day originate? And more importantly, who profits from the billions of dollars spent on this occasion? Centuries ago, the world had only one superpower, the great Roman Empire. As the empire reached the peak of its strength, at that very moment, God sent his mighty prophet, Jesus, Isa, peace be upon him, within this empire. Jesus was different from all other prophets. He was born through a great miracle and was granted a unique power by God. He could heal sick people with just a touch of his hand. As he grew older, he used this power to help the poor in Palestine, making him the most famous man in the region at a very young age. Wherever Jesus went, thousands gathered to see him. However, he never cared about fame. Instead, he fearlessly spoke out against the Jewish scholars of that time, exposing their corruption. His words inspired many people, but they also turned the Jewish scholars into his greatest enemies. These scholars conspired to get rid of him, and Jesus, unafraid of danger, made a bold decision. He would challenge them directly in Jerusalem, the capital of Palestine. When Jesus entered Jerusalem, thousands of people followed him. He went straight to Al-Aqsa Mosque, Beit al-Maqdis, where he was shocked to see that the Jewish scholars had turned this holy place into a financial hub, collecting taxes from the poor and running currency exchanges. Furious at this sight, Jesus ordered the overturning of their tables and drove out the corrupt traders. This act enraged the Jewish scholars, who then allied with the Roman Empire to conspire against him. However, at the last moment, God saved Jesus, though his enemies believed they had succeeded in eliminating him. Despite their efforts, Christianity began spreading rapidly, alarming the Roman emperors. They feared that this new faith would soon replace their old traditions. Their only solution was to persecute Christians. Thus, the Romans launched brutal campaigns against them, torturing and killing countless followers of Jesus. Years later, Emperor Claudius ascended the throne of Rome. Unlike previous rulers, Claudius was a common soldier who had risen to power through his military prowess. As emperor, he noticed that his soldiers lacked the fighting spirit he desired. Upon investigating, he was told that young soldiers lost their will to fight after getting married. Determined to strengthen his army, Claudius issued an extreme order, banning all marriages for young soldiers. This decree made the people furious, as it led to widespread immorality and an increase in sexual crimes. Amid this turmoil, a Christian priest named Saint Valentine decided to defy the emperor's order. According to Christian legends, Saint Valentine secretly conducted marriages for young couples despite the ban. As people heard about him, they traveled from far and wide to seek his help. However, the news eventually reached Emperor Claudius, who saw this as a rebellion against his rule. He ordered Valentine's arrest and execution. While Saint Valentine was imprisoned, the couples he had married began leaving flowers outside his jail as a sign of gratitude. The night before his execution, Valentine wrote a final letter to a girl, signing it with the now famous phrase, "From your Valentine." The next day, on February 14th, he was brutally executed. At that time, the Romans already had a festival on February 14th, during which they indulged in extreme immoral activities. As Christianity spread and the Roman Empire abandoned its old pagan beliefs, the Church replaced this festival with Valentine's Day, encouraging people to celebrate love through marriage rather than immorality. For nearly 1,000 years, Valentine's Day remained a small European tradition. However, it gained global fame thanks to William Shakespeare, one of the greatest writers in history. He popularized the festival through his plays, making it known worldwide. Over time, many historical figures, including Napoleon, Queen Victoria, and Winston Churchill, also embraced the celebration. However, Valentine's Day truly became a global phenomenon during World War I and II. Soldiers separated from their loved ones found comfort in sending Valentine's cards. An American businessman from Hallmark, a small greeting card company, saw this as a massive business opportunity. He began mass-producing Valentine's cards, making them widely available. After the wars, Hallmark noticed that Valentine's Day was losing popularity, which threatened their profits. So they devised a new marketing strategy that targeted women through newspapers, radio, and television, making them believe that their